Hello, I'm James Gore, Chair of the Sonoma County Board of Supervisors. This week marks 2 years since Sonoma County, like the rest of the world, was hurled into these tumultuous days of shutdowns, masking, and social distancing, otherwise known as the COVID pandemic. It was 2 years ago that Sonoma County experienced its first stay-at-home order. It was also 2 years ago that we experienced our first death here in Sonoma County. It would be the first of 481 such deaths that would occur in our community. And we want to recognize and pay tribute to those residents who have lost their friends and family members and who know all too well the real dangers and consequences of this virus. Over the past 24 months, COVID-19 has dominated nearly every aspect of our lives. We watched our case rates rise and fall. We've been forced, at times, to be separated from our families and friends. We wore masks every time we went out in public. And we waited patiently until it was our turn to receive a shot of this life-saving vaccine. Thank you for all your hard work, your sacrifices, and your partnership in helping to keep ourselves, our families, and our community as safe as possible. I would also like to thank our many community partners, our hospitals, our federally qualified health centers, our home health medical teams, the Sonoma County Medical Association, our promotoras, and our many community-based organizations, and the massive army of volunteers who have worked tirelessly for the past 2 years to educate, advocate, and vaccinate the public. I also want to thank our county health staff and logistics team and all of those who have been working through this COVID-19 urgent response and aid team, otherwise known as the Cura Project. Groups such as Latino Service Providers, Corazon Hillsburg, IsoCare Network, La Luz Center in Sonoma Valley, and so many others. Without your partnership and leadership, we never would have been able to reach this point of having 81% of our eligible population fully vaccinated, the 10th highest vaccination rate in the 58 counties of California. Your work has saved countless lives. As we begin the third year of COVID-19, it's clear we are finally beginning to move from the pandemic phase to the endemic phase, meaning a time when we are living with COVID like we live with the flu. I am optimistic about the direction in which we are heading, thanks to our declining case rates and our robust vaccination campaign. We are in a much better place than at any time in these past 2 years. But we also know that many of our community, residents who are still high at risk, especially our older residents and those with underlying health conditions, still need to be served. We also remain concerned for those within our disproportionately impacted communities. While members of our Latinx community, for example, represent 27% of our total population, they have represented over half of our COVID cases, 40% of our hospitalizations, 31% of our deaths. This shows that we still have work to do. We also know that we have many in our community who are still hurting from all that we have been through, including these past 5 years of fires, floods, drought, and now this historic pandemic. This is nothing normal. What we've been going through is tough. My own daughter, who's in the 5th grade, has yet to finish a full school year that hasn't been interrupted in some way by a crisis. I get it. But I remain heartened by the work of so many who are reaching out to help those who are struggling financially, emotionally, or physically because of what we have been through. Sonoma County has once again shown resilience in the face of adversity. That's why I'm proud to call this place home. Let's continue to wear our masks as appropriate. Let's continue to get our vaccines, our boosters, as soon as we're eligible. And most important, let's continue to reach out and help our neighbors. We still have challenges ahead, but we can be grateful that we've come this far. After 2 years, we have rallied, and we are better off. Thank you, and stay safe.